All right. So Tourism Business Council of South Africa has called for the reinstatement of the temporary employer-employee relief scheme, saying that the industry is already on its knees and many more thousands of jobs are on the line. This follows the extension of the level 3 restrictions until February 15th amid a second wave of COVID-19 infections in the country. For more on this, we're joined via Skype by Tourism Business Council of South Africa CEO Tshifhiwa Tshivhengwa. Thank you so very much, sir, for giving us your time here on SABC News.
Thank you very much.
Just as a start, I mean, let's talk about the impact this has all had on the tourism industry. No doubt from a person who doesn't necessarily know very much about the tourism industry, it's kind of obvious, the fact that, people can't really travel as much as they used to. You can't have crowds as much as you've had to. And then on top of it, you're also having to concede with the load shedding. Talk to us about all these issues that are really impacting you.
Look, we have been on some kind of a lockdown or restriction since March last year, and the introduction of new restrictions under level 3 or the extension thereof, in terms of ensuring that the beaches are closed, the rivers are closed, the parks are closed. We still have a curfew that's at 9 o'clock, and we also have the ban on alcohol sale. It does have an impact on the industry. It simply means that those that are in the coastal areas cannot open fully and service the clients that want to go to the coastal areas, and therefore there is less income that's going to them. And those that operate vessels on the rivers and many other places that we do tourism won't be able or cannot be able to do what they're supposed to do. So it means that a whole lot more people are now sitting at home. If you look at restaurants, many of them are still closed because they cannot trade on alcohol. If you look at the curfew, many airlines have changed or rescheduled their plans because passengers have to be back at home before 9 o'clock. This is also impacting international, carriers who are now looking at, what time should they be arriving in South Africa to beat the curfew. So we believe that all these things that have been put in place cannot wait until the 15th of February to be reviewed. We have to look at these things now. Because if we wait until the 15th of February, there may be nothing to open to. Because as an industry, we've been on our knees, and all we want to do is to operate. And in the absence of operational, regulation that enable us to operate, we need to have relief for our employees. And we also need to have our businesses being looked at favorably when they apply for loans, be it commercial loans or be it government guarantee loans. And we don't have that.
The government did come out saying that there's simply no money actually for COVID-19 relief that some sectors were perhaps maybe lucky to receive in the past. How do you propose that government source funds for some sort of temporary relief for this sector?
Look, in the absence of money, we want to operate. We know how to make money, and we know how to make the little that we can make at the moment. So what we have been proposing is that, let us operate. We've been doing so safely. And we did agree during festive season that, it makes sense that the beaches be closed on specific dates. And it makes sense that, the curfew be looked at that particular time so that, there is no crowding and we can control this whole issue of spreading the virus. We have passed the festive season. January is traditionally a slow month for tourism sector. Even if we're fully operational, it's a slow month. Everyone is going back to work. Everyone is looking, after their children. They are looking at going back to school. So therefore, we are now restricting the sector that in a slowest month, of the sector. We need to open it up so that we can make the little money that we can make to make sure that we sustain our employees. So what we've been saying is that, in the absence of any relief, let us operate. We've been doing so safely. We have protocols in place at all our establishments. Let's open up beaches. Let people go to open spaces like parks and rivers and many other places that they could go to. We don't believe that there will be an issue of crowding at the moment. It made sense in December. It doesn't make sense now.
I suppose that you've had some sort of engagement with the relevant departments on this industry, whether it's Department of Tourism, for example. And if you have been having those conversations, what kind of feedback are you then receiving, or have you not yet tried to engage with government?
Look, we have engaged on various levels and through various channels, with government. And of course, we do talk to our Minister of Tourism and our DG and the department. We do believe that, they understand, what the industry is saying. What needs to happen is that, the authorities that makes these regulations needs to sit down and consider what we've been saying. And we need to have a solution immediately. Because in the absence, as I've said, of a relief program for employees and the companies, and us not being able to fully work, it means that, we have nothing to fall on. So, the best thing to do is let us work. If there's no money for the relief for employees, let us make the little that we can make. We'll do so safely. We've been doing so safely. We have not been, pointed out as the super spreaders. And we've shown as an industry that, we are ready and willing to uphold the protocols and to even do more. So we are saying that, in the absence of that, let us go back to work and let us open up all these aspects of tourism that have been closed. And let us not wait until the 15th of February. It's too far and it may be too late for many businesses. And again, we're losing lots of entrepreneurs in the space. Many of them entered the industry not long ago. We've been trying to transform it. Now they are unable to work. It means that the gains that we've made over many years are being reversed at the moment. So we need to balance the lives and the livelihoods. And what we are saying is that it is now time for us to open up all those aspects of tourism, including beaches, open spaces. Let's relook the curfew. Let's look at the on-site consumption of liquor to support the restaurant industry and the hotel industry. We do so responsibly, and we do acknowledge that there could have been a problem in December, during the festive period. But we don't think that at the moment it's justifiable to continue to have those restrictions.
All right, Mr. Tshivhengwa, thank you so very much for being with us here on SABC News this afternoon. We appreciate your input there.
Thank you very much.